हमारे लिए हर एक अलग अलग टीम अलग अलग चैलेंजेस लेके आते हैं। न्यूजीलैंड एक अलग टीम है, उनके चैलेंजेस अलग होंगे। हमने उनके साथ काफ़ी क्रिकेट खेला है, उनके प्लेयरों को जानते हैं, उनके स्ट्रेंथ वीकनेसेस जो भी है जानते हैं उनको। बट मैं ये बहुत बार कह चुका हूं कि हमारे लिए जो ज़रूरी होगा वो ये है कि जो हमने पिछले सीरीज में किया उससे अच्छा हम ये सीरीज में कैसे कर सकते हैं। ऑपोजिशन चाहे कोई भी हो, लेकिन हमारे लिए ज़रूरी क्या है कि हम अपने आप को कैसे और अच्छा कर सकते हैं। तो हमारा फोकस उस चीज़ पे रहेगा कि जो जो डिपार्टमेंट है, जिस तरीके से हमने पिछले सीरीज में खेला है, ये सीरीज में हम उसको अच्छा कैसे और भी अच्छा कैसे कर सकते हैं। ऑपोजिशन टीम के ऊपर ज़्यादा फोकस ना रखते हुए हम कोशिश करेंगे कि हम हमारे ऊपर ज़्यादा फोकस रखें।
Yeah, Rohit, against Bangladesh, quite obvious, 3 pacers and 2 spinners, both also doubling as all-rounders. Is it likely to continue, or it's going to be match by match? You'll take the situation. It's 3 pacers.
Yeah, look, it all depends on the conditions now. Even today, there's been a lot of rain. The pitch is under the cover. So we want to take that call when we come here in the morning tomorrow. And again, it depends on match to match what sort of pitch we play on. Based on that, we want to decide what is going to be our best playing 11. We keep our options open for playing 3 seamers and 3 spinners as well. But again, we want to just come here tomorrow morning and see what's the conditions like and then take a call.
Rohit, we saw in Kanpur 2 days washout and still you forced a win. And here the rain is predicted for day 1 and 2. So even with whatever time is left, you still go for an outright win. So how do you go about it, planning with?
No, we'll discuss that as the game gets on. We want to see what kind of situation is there in front of us, how many overs are to be played, and things like that. We had no idea. When we came to Kanpur, we had no idea that it is going to be washed out for 2 days and then we are not going to have full game. But we managed to get a win and we managed all our plans based on how much time do we have in the game. And based on that, we made our plan and we went on with it. So I don't know what it is going to be here, but I expect to have full game. That will be ideal. But let's see. Let's come here tomorrow and see what lies in front of us. And based on that, we will discuss what we need to do. Ultimately, our attitude doesn't need to change. We still want to try and win games. And whatever possible situation we have in front of us, we'll try and make the most of that situation and try and see how we can, press the pedal and, take the game forward.
Rohit, you've opened with a fair few partners down the years. Now you're playing with Yashasvi across formats. Just a bit about him. Are you surprised how well he's adapted to international cricket over the last 12 to 18 months?
No, not at all. I've not been surprised at all because the guy's got real talent. He's got the game. To play in all sorts of conditions. Obviously, very new to international cricket right now, so very hard to judge right now. But he's got all the ingredients to success at this level. It's just about how he manages himself in the next couple of years. And what he has shown us in this brief period of time. You can, bet on him and expect him to do wonders for the team. He's come through the ranks. He's played a lot of domestic cricket, under 19 crickets, and obviously has succeeded as well. And that's why he's right now playing for India. And so far in his short career, he's shown what he's capable of. And it does obviously well for our team as well, being a left-hander, being an aggressive batter. It does well for the team, and hopefully what he's been doing I hope he continues to do that. And speaking about him a little bit, he's somebody who wants to learn the game, learn about batsmanship, which is always a nice thing. When a youngster comes into the team, his mindset is quite critical, and the mindset that he's shown, he always wants to learn, always wants to improve, not happy with what he's achieved, which is obviously a great start to a young career. So, we found a great player. Hopefully he can just continue to do what he's done in the last year or so.
Hi Rohit, can you give us an update on Shami? I know he's not playing this series, but given in the context of say Australia and the fact that he's not played in nearly 12 months now, would you have liked for him to at least play some part in this series or going into Australia, for example?
Look, to be honest, right now it's pretty difficult for us to make a call on him whether he'll be fit for this series or Australia series. He recently had a setback. He had a swelling in his knee, which was quite unusual while he was in the process of getting fit, getting close to 100%. He had swelling in his knee. That put him back a little bit in his recovery. So he had to start again fresh. Right now he's at NCA. He's working with the physios, the doctors at NCA. We are keeping our fingers crossed. We want him to be fit. We want him to be 100% fit more than anything else. We don't want to bring an undercooked Shami to Australia. That is not going to be the right decision for us. Since you mentioned that he has not played cricket for a year, and it is quite tough for a fast bowler having not played so much, having missed so much of cricket, and then suddenly to come out and be at his best, it is not ideal. So we want to give him enough time to recover and be 100% fit. The physios, the trainers, the doctors have set a roadmap for him. He is supposed to play a couple of games, before he plays an international cricket. So we'll see where he's at after this New Zealand series, and then take a call, at what stage of Australia he'll be fit for us.
Rohit, Mayank Yadav and Nitish Reddy are traveling with the team here. Do you look at them as red ball prospects in the immediate future, in the long-term future?
Yeah, absolutely. That's why they're here. We've seen some talent in them. I understand that they've not played a lot of red ball cricket, but when you see a talent, you want to try and groom them. You want to try and bring them as close to the team as possible. And in the short period of time, they've shown, they have some ability as well. So we want to keep them with the team and see, whether they'll be ready for international cricket or not, especially Test cricket, because Test cricket is a different ball game compared to white ball cricket. So we want to keep them. We want to see what they can offer us and have more options with us more than anything else. We want to create a bench strength where tomorrow, if anything happens to anyone, we are not worried, and we don't want to be worried or too heavily reliant on few individuals. That's not the right thing to do. We want to look at the future, at the same time try and make sure that we get the right guys in as well. So sometimes you have to fast track someone, and that is only in the betterment of Indian cricket, nothing else. We want to look at, we want to create guys where even if there are injuries, we've got someone to quickly step in and, take that role. So Nitesh and Harshit both obviously are quite talented individuals, and in the future, obviously, they're going to provide a lot of stability to the team moving forward. So just want to see what they are capable of, what they have to offer, just having a chat around what they think about Test cricket and stuff like that, because we don't get to talk to them so much, so it's always nice to just have them around and see their mindset, where they are at and what they think about playing Test cricket. Mayank as well. Mayank is a very, Mayank obviously has shown, what he can do. but we just want to be very careful with him. He's had a lot of injuries in the past. So we want to progress him not rapidly. We want to just see every day how he feels. We are trying to build his workloads with the red ball. Not played a lot of red ball cricket at all. So for us, it's important that we try and build them gradually rather than just getting them into international cricket straight away. T20 format is such where you can get a lot of these guys and see what they are capable of, handling the international exposure. But Test cricket is a different ball game. The pressure is different. You have to sustain for 5 days. That's the most important thing. So we're trying to monitor them and see, what they can offer us.
Hi, Captain. In the last series, we saw there was no vice captain named in the team, and in this series, we are seeing Jasprit Bumrah as the vice captain in the squad. First of all, what's your assessment of Jasprit Bumrah, the leader and the captain, given that you have played so much of cricket with him? And of course, there are reports in the media that you might miss the Perth Test. So, in that context, how important is Jasprit Bumrah, the captain?
No, look, Bumrah, he's played a lot of cricket, and I've played a lot of cricket with him. He understands the game pretty well. He's got good head on his shoulder. Tactically, I can't say much because he's not captain much. He's captain one test match and a couple of T20s, I guess. But look, when you talk to him, he understands the game. He understands what is required. When you are in a situation where you need a leader to step up, I think Bumrah will be one of them. So over the past, he's always been in our leadership group. Speaking to whether it is speaking to the bowlers who have just come into the squad, whether it is just getting internally with the team to discuss about how to move forward as a team. So he's always been part of that leadership group, and yeah, I guess one of the experienced players as well. So it's probably the right thing to just have him around and speak to the bowlers and internally discuss how to take the team forward. So yeah.
Rohit, I know this team takes one game at a time and one series at a time, but do you have one eye on the World Test Championship final, since the format is such that you have to really build it up?
Look, I think it's quite far to think about the World Test Championship. I think we just want to play cricket, win games, and then see where it takes us. I don't think it is. I have never believed in looking so far ahead and trying to make plans keeping that in mind. I think what lies ahead, I think it's ideal to focus on that particular aspect rather than just thinking what lies ahead for us in 7 or 8 months' time. If we play well, we will qualify. If we don't, we won't. So it's that simple for us. Right now, we are in a stage where we're playing some really good cricket, and we would love to continue to do that in this series as well. So yeah, our focus right now is just to get, to get some results in this series, and then we'll see what we need to do in Australia and there forward.
Yeah, Rohit, just an add-on to what Rashish asked. Will you also talk about Prasidh about the same bread? Because there were some reports that he had Prasidh Krishna.
Yeah.
He's also part of the traveling.
Yes.
Because
all four of them. The reason we wanted to keep them close to us was because we are thinking of them to take them to Australia. So so we just want to monitor them and see their workload. A lot of these guys have injuries in the past, so it's important that we try and build them up and see what kind of options do we have. Like I said, we want to create bench strength. We want to create a group of fast bowlers where we have 8 or 9 options with us. It's not about 3 or 4 options. So we want to try and do that. When it comes to batting, there are a lot of options. We want to create the same with the bowlers as well. Hence, we tried and kept them within the squad. So tomorrow, if we feel like they are ready to take that role, they should be ready for it. They have obviously played few games before we made this announcement. They played Dulip Trophy, Rani Trophy as well. So, yeah, we just want to make sure that they are monitored quite well. Their workloads are being taken care of.
Hi, Rohit. Just yesterday, Gautam Gambhir spoke about the importance of bowlers in winning games and winning tournaments. Just wanted to ask you about what do you think about the importance of having a good, proper bowling unit, especially in a test match?
I think it's quite important to win games. You need actually the batters also to score some runs. So it's an overall situation. It's not just having good bowlers and not having good batters. It is, I think, having a proper, solid 11 individuals on the park. I think that's more important. Batters getting those runs gives bowlers the liberty, to come out and bowl the way they want and come out really hard at the opposition. And if you look at the other side of it, we need bowlers to get the opposition out quickly so that the batters again can score some runs and win games. So it's the combination of both that you need, and you need solid individuals, like I said. So I think it's a mixture of having a good batters, good bowlers in the squad.
आप देख रहे हैं सौगंध टीवी, सौगंध वतन की।